Hey everybody, welcome to my live. I'm CreativeSarah and I am going to do inking tonight, just fabric inking, because I thought about doing just inking 101 and I thought there are two different ways to do it. Actually, there are multiple, but I want to do fabric inking separate, and then I will do other inking on hard surfaces, and do that a little bit differently because there are different rules and you do different things. So we're gonna do fabric inking, and I'm just getting my comments up here so I can see everybody. Oh, look, hey everybody. We have Teresa, hello, Vicky, Christy, Michelle, other Cindy and Carol, welcome you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna make a shirt for me, and it's going to be a Couture shirt. So I've been sitting on this shirt for a while, not actually sitting on it, but you know, it's been hanging out down here. I want to show you some of the tools that we're gonna use for our ink project, and some of the things that you're gonna want around your house to, hi Jennifer, hi Denise, to have here with you before you do inking. Okay, so let's do this, and we'll leave this stuff off to the side. So I have my ink. Today we're gonna use the white ink, but our ink comes in many awesome colors. Okay, so have no fear. You will find a great color here. And also, I did not mean to rhyme, but I've done a lot of mixing colors too. Our ink is great for mixing. Another cool thing about ink is when you go to use it, you don't have to stir it up. It is good to go right there out of the container. So we choose our ink color, one or more, whatever, and then you choose your weapon. So I have the small squeegee here, and then I have the angled squeegee. For the most part, most of your inking projects probably aren't going to be huge, but they could be. So you may want to use something such as the 4-inch handled squeegee, but you don't have to. I still don't have it put back together. I just put it in there because I don't necessarily like to use it with a handle. You are going to want some placement tape, or I'm almost out of this, so I'm actually going to use something different just today. But placement tape or painter's tape, or a little bit of a thicker washi tape works just as well. So we're going to use that today. And of course, you're going to use your transfers. Now, all of our transfers are awesome. They work with our chalk, with our paste, with our inks, and all of those two mediums that we use. Now, today I'm going to do a ink project, and you're going to want an ink mat. Now, this ink mat has been cut. It's one of our long ones. It's actually very long, and then you can cut it into some smaller pieces. I do this so that at my events I can have multiple people doing inking. So I am gonna peel this back so you can see. I have my ink mat under here already. This is my shirt, and it's already under there. This is a sticky mat, and it holds your fabric in place. It also becomes a barrier so that the ink does not go through to the other side of your fabric. So, multiple reasons why we love our ink mats. Now, I'm gonna set this stuff aside. Some things that you're going to want in general for your project. You're gonna want some wipies. Now, this is for cleaning your hands. You're gonna want them open and ready, because if you get ink on your hands, immediately wipe your hands and wash them so that nothing rubs off onto your fabric, because this ink is permanent, and while it's wet, you can kind of clean it up a little bit, but if it dries on there, it's gonna be permanent. So we gotta kind of like be mindful. If we get it on our hands, we need to wash right away. Let's see who else joined us. Oh, hi Beth, hi Angela. Oh, you're so funny. Mrs. Missler. Hi Denise. Okay. So you probably won't need any water, but I always have my spray bottle around just in case. If I did get a little mark over here, chances are, because I'm using white, I'll be able to clean it off while it's wet. But if you were using black or red, that's probably gonna stay in forever. So be careful on that. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna kind of like unroll my shirt here. I had it rolled up. I'm gonna do a Chalk Couture shirt, something that I can wear at some of my events. And it's gonna say, make money beautifully, and then it's gonna say, ask me how. So a great little shirt for me to wear while I'm working. And I'm gonna do this all at once. I'm gonna put the directions up at the bottom for when we're finishing this. You are going to need to heat set this. So what I mean by heat set is, you're going to either need your iron or a heat press. I happen to have this heat press. It is a smaller one. They have different sizes of this, and this is a Cricut brand, but there are different sizes. And then you may or know someone who has a full size actual heat press, one of those big daddies where they make tons of shirts with it and it lifts up and down. Those are awesome as well. Either way, you're going to heat set this with a piece of parchment paper, which will go over top of your design, and you'll heat on top of it. And I'll give you the instructions. But first, let's get started. So I need to mark the back of this with my nom. Here we go. I'm gonna mark back on all of my pieces. When you sign up to become a designer, you do get a whole sheet of designer logo gear or logo designs. And so that's really cool. You could right off the bat make like a cool t-shirt or something for yourself or for someone else. You can use any of our transfer designs though. There's no worry about that. So I kind of want this up a little bit for me specifically because it's a little bit, comes down a little bit on me. Okay, so Chalk Couture is going to go right there. And I can actually stick these down at the same time, but I'm not going to be able to. So let's just go ahead and do this. Now, because this is fabric, I'm going to try to get it out of the way. I really don't want to have any drips or anything like this. Now, the ink is thick. It's not like liquid ink. So this is thick, okay? But it's smoother and finer than our chalk paste. So when we smooth this out, and I am just dipping right in with my squeegee. Just like that. Hello. What I want to do first, before I do any of that, is I want to use my washi tape, or your placement tape, or your painter's tape, whatever you have. And I am going to, and I'm not taping this down so that it doesn't move. I'm taping it down so in case my squeegee goes off, I don't get it on the shirt. What's up? Nothing, honey? Nope. Okay, so I'm just putting it in the places where I think I possibly could go off the transfer, and then this will protect my shirt. How did lacrosse go?
Fine.
Good.
Sweaty mess.
Awesome.
It's fun watching 4th through 8th grade out there playing scrimmaging at the end.
8th grade too? No 3rd? Okay.
Only experienced kids for the last hour.
Oh, that's right. Ryan's first day of indoor lacrosse today. Okay, so here we go. I've got my chalk. Now, ink. I got my ink. We are going to start off the screen. We don't want to put this right on the screen. So we're going to start over here on the side, and I'm going to move the ink around okay, and you can see it going into the screen. I want to make sure that, hi Marie, hi Joyce. I'm going to make sure this is stuck down really well. Okay. I'm just going over it. I'm gonna have to go over it a couple times because I'm gonna make sure that everything is covered with the same amount of ink so that it has a solid color. See how helpful it was to have that paint or the tape down there? And you do go through a little bit more than you would if you were using chalk, because the ink is soaked up by the fabric, right? So if the, I have an air bubble. Number one mistake of what not to have. You don't want to ever have an air bubble. So let's see what that does to my shirt. We may have to turn this into a around the house shirt if that air bubble is messed up. Okay, so I'm just okay, I just can totally see that air bubble. Bad Sarah. Always, I think I just messed it up again. Always check for air bubbles. So whether you learn from what I'm telling you, teaching you, or you learn from my mistakes, learn what to do, what not to do, right? So I will teach you by my mistakes, and I will teach you by what I am saying. Now, I'm gonna peel this up. I do see something that I think I went off the edge, so we'll get a good look, and maybe I'll be able to save that. I'm gonna peel this off first. You can peel it all off at once. Eek. Yeah, I got a little bit on the shirt. But that's okay. You live and learn, people. Now I'm a little nervous about this part. We'll see though. It's not too bad. Not my best work, but it's not too bad. The transfer stuck to me. Okay, there we go. Now that ink will stain your transfer a little bit more than what chalk will. And so I like to tell people to go ahead and clean it right away. Get up most of that ink off of there. especially some of the darker colors. And for some reason, our kiwi ink is just a stainer. Totally that like neon color. There's not a lot that you can do. Okay, so there is a bit of something right there. Now, can you see, hold on, can you see that right there? That is ink. And I'm going to attempt to use a little water and a Q-tip to get that out. And it's almost off. I think I'm successful in removing it. I won't really know till it's completely dry, but there, looks awesome. Okay, good evening, Hope. Hello, Trisha and Joyce and Dawn Marie. Let's dry it a little bit, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put those other sayings below it, and so the transfer will touch that. Generally, what I would tell you is don't apply heat to your ink mat. However, with fabric, if you really want to line things up, you don't want to remove it from the ink mat. You want to do it all at once. Unless you're going to dry this, heat set it, and then bring it back and do the rest of it. Like, you could do that. Okay. Make money beautifully. One of our little taglines. I'm going to kind of put it under here. Yeah, that will give me plenty of room. Now I'm not pushing down on that part, just where the letters are. Now you can add your washi tape if you want, or you can just be really careful. I'm going to be really careful, or at least I'm going to tell you I'm going to be really careful. And if I make a mistake, I will apologize and say, oops, I made a mistake. But pretty easy. Even if it looks like it covered in one coat, I would go back over, because often it covers in one coat, but there's still a little, like, I don't know how to explain this, like heathering of the color, because the fabric only picks up so much and some of it's absorbed, and then it's not as vibrant of a color. So just go over it a couple times. That looks excellent. I'm gonna now peel it. And I'm gonna do my best to hold the fabric. There. Awesome. Put this in my water. Now, when you're washing your transfers from ink, you just use water again. If you have watched my Chalking 101, you'll see how you're going to clean those transfers with water in like a little water bath, and then you will wipe them front and back after you get them out of the water bath. Okay, now I'm going to keep this stuck down and dry a little bit. Hi Jessica, hi Kelsey. Hello girls. Then the last thing I'm going to do is the Ask Me How. Drying this is way easier when it's not on the ink mat. I will tell you that as well. But sometimes we don't have a choice. Okay. Last bit. Just go ahead and cover it smoothly. And here's the really awesome thing about ink. It doesn't dry like chalk does, like very quickly. So you have time to work, so you don't have to stress about going fast. You can go as slowly as you want. You can do multiple layers. It's very fun in that way. Oh my goodness. Someone is totally running down the stairs. My 9-year-old, guaranteed. Monday Night Football, probably. Whew, that child. Okay. So we're going to get that. I'm going to put this in my water, and I'm going to seal this up so that I don't make any mistakes and get it anywhere. So now I'm done with that. And my hands, checking my hands. My hands are good. Hi, Brianna. Hello, Ardelia. Is that how you say your name? Ask me how. And this is going to go right into the water. We're going to wash that up. Trying to do as much as I can one-handed. Okay. Pretty good. Now, what we're going to do is take our ink mat out. Sometimes that's tricky, and sometimes it comes out perfectly. All right, now I'm gonna wash that. The way you wash this is you put it under your faucet with lukewarm water and just let the water run and use your hand to kind of gently rub away the ink. It should just come right off. And we're going to dry this. Completely. You're going to dry your ink completely before you heat set it. That is good. That's going to be the rule for every inking project you do. You have to dry it. 100% dry. Now, it may be a little tacky, but it will not be wet for guaranteed for sure. It might be tacky, but it won't be wet. Like, it won't come off on your hand. Hope the new catalog. So I get to see it this weekend, but the new catalog will go live for both designers and for customers on February 4th, as Monday, February 4th. So we just have a month, a few weeks away, not too long. I am dying. I cannot wait. So just a month for me. I mean, a week for me. Actually, a few days. Who's counting? But this weekend I get to see it. I am flying to California for our leadership convention. It is Friday and Saturday. And then Thursday I get to be there for a special Couturier Day, so that's awesome. They're taking us on a dinner cruise on the Pacific Ocean, I believe, and so it'll be fun. Very excited. What's up?
Is it safe to put lotion on your face?
What kind of lotion?
I put the stress relief lotion on my face.
Probably.
And then you want to see what Grandma got us for Christmas?
Did you get Alex and Ani?
Kind of. They're like off-brands by Avon.
Oh, okay. Does she sell Avon?
No.
Or her friend still does?
I think so. Who are we talking about? Beverly?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I think so. Because she brought us a lot of Avon stuff. It says CP.
Oh, cute.
And it's like wood, kind of.
Yeah, that's very cute. I like it.
Emma has EP.
Cute.
Alright, night.
Good night. Love you. Okay. Had to look at some jewelry from my daughter. What she got for Christmas. Okay. So here's my dried shirt. Sometimes it helps if you dry it on the inside too. Like you can dry that. This is a thin fabric, so you'll see that you can see that through, but it's just the shirt. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set this here for a second. I'm gonna turn on my heat press, and I'm gonna grab this little mat. Oh boy. I'm gonna grab this mat, which I'm going to stick in my shirt. And that is so that, number one, it's just kind of there. So it's kind of just like what I iron on. And I'm gonna grab my sheet of, oh, I have to set the temperature for this. Grab my sheet of parchment paper. That's what I'm looking for, parchment paper. So hold on one second while I grab that. It's right here. Okay. So I'm going to set the parchment paper just on top of this, and we will iron it. Now, I'm going to pull up the directions really quickly so that you can get a good look at what those are. So for fabric ink heat setting, you want to cover it with parchment paper and use your iron for 4 minutes on the front and on the back of the design. You're gonna set your iron for whatever fabric you have. If you're using 100% cotton, put it on that highest cotton setting. If you're using a blend, you're gonna have to lower it just like at the below that cotton setting most likely, okay? So it's gonna adjust based on what you're doing. So this fabric, if you're using a heat press, you just wanna use the directions for your heat press. For example, cotton for this particular heat press is 305 degrees for 30 seconds. And I'll do 30 seconds on the front and it's ready. So I'm gonna do 30 seconds on the front, and I'm gonna move it over a little because not everything is covered. So we'll do 30 seconds and then we'll move it over and do 30 seconds. And you can do inside, like inside and outside. I know that it's done usually by feeling the fabric. If it feels really smooth and not at all tacky, then I know it's pretty much done. You do want to give a little pressure on that though. Okay. So I'm kind of doing 2 30 seconds on here. Some of them just got, yeah, it's gonna be good. Medium heat, okay, oh goodness. Oh, Aunt Beth said, good night, Cassie. I didn't see that in time. Medium heat. Okay, so I'm gonna set this aside and I'm gonna check my fabric. So you lift that up and you wanna cool it off because it can get really hot. And then you just feel it. This feels awesome down here. This, I want to, I'm gonna flip this over and I'm gonna do the other side of it. It feels okay, but there's a little bit there that's a little tricky. So I'm gonna flip it inside out. And do that circle one more time. 30 seconds at 305. With the parchment again. So part of this will get it too, which is completely fine. No big deal. And you do put a little pressure down on there while you're waiting. medium heat with an iron. It's depending on the fabric you use, honestly. So medium is a good way to go because most fabrics are a blend. But like I said, I do a lot of like kitchen towels or napkins, fabric napkins that are 100% cotton, and that you can go with that higher heat. No moisture ever. You don't want that. Okay. If you don't have parchment paper at home, you can use like a pillowcase. You could use a pillowcase. Oh, it feels awesome. So let me show you my shirt, Chalk Couture, Make Money Beautiful, ask me how. And like I said, cleanup is the exact same thing that you would do for chalking. You're going to clean your transfer the same way, wipe off the front, the back, flip it over to dry, and you can wipe it with a disinfectant wipe. You can use the I know this has seen better days, but you can use the board sponge to clean off that staining on the front of your transfer as well, especially with those darker colors. Have fun with the ink. It is really, really awesome. We've made some really cool things. I have made aprons, shirts. I've inked on blankets with a real tight weave, towels, oven mitts that had a smooth surface, oven mitts, and hot pads, and like I said, the fabric napkins. It's just really, really fun to create things like with this. Is this the front of it? This is the front of my shirt. So if I hold it up for you, this is what it's going to look like when I wear it. Except the neck goes a little bit out. You could see it maybe if I do this. There. And maybe if I do this. You can see. Chalk Couture. It's fun. Pillows. Oh gosh, thank you, Beth. We've made tons of pillows, really cute pillows, and pillow covers. You can do pillow covers. So if you, and canvas, hanging canvas banners, all kinds of stuff. Thank you for reminding me of everything you can do with the fabric. Quickly, before I forget, because I need to scoot on over to my opportunity group where I'm going live at 9 o'clock. We just need one more of these sold. This is the You Are Enough. That's the final product, but this is that kit for $34.99. I just need one more unique customer, one more person to purchase this from my website, which is linked in the comments, and it is also right there. But that kit is on sale. You get that transfer, that unique board, 3 brand new colors that are not even out yet, plus a small squeegee, and another packet of white chalk paste. All of that for $34.99. The savings of $7, so it's a big deal. And you can make something like this. It's so cute. And if you don't have it yet, go look and see if it's something that you would like. And if it is, grab it and let me know if you grabbed it, and I will pop a thank you in the mail to you. If you are not in my VIP group, which is my customer group, that's where I put all my specials. You want to type in the words "add me," and I will give you the link so that you can jump on in there. And if you are interested in listening to my opportunity video that's coming up at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time in about 12 minutes, you want to click on the join or you want to type in join so I can give you the link to join my opportunity group. Every Monday night we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern time in there. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you so much and have an amazing Monday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.